Polar bear. April in the Arctic. Snow clouds still scuttle across the sky. Temperatures barely nudge above freezing, but every now and then the clouds part, the sun shines, and the frozen world stretches awake. A black nose pokes from a snowbank. Curious eyes blink in the brightness. It is a mother polar bear crawling from her den, seeing her world for the first time in 5 months. For all that time she has been in the den she dug beneath the snow, not eating, never leaving, surviving on her stored fat. For the first month she waited for her baby's birth. For the next 4 she nursed them, nestled them, kept them safe and warm. They grew from 2 pounds to 22, from toothless to sharp-toothed, from downy-haired to densely furred. But as the babies got bigger, Mother grew thinner. Now the cubs are ready to meet the outside world. And Mother needs to go home to the ice to hunt and eat and survive. She drags herself from the cramped den. She shakes and stretches and rolls in the snow. Then she stands, scans the distance, sniffs the air. Is it safe? It is. She calls to her cubs. Polar bear. 2 little bears, one female, one male, tumble from the den. Bleating and squealing, they scramble onto their mother. This new outside world is scary. Mother chuffs softly and nurses them in the sun. Soon they'll return to the familiar comfort of their den. But the next day they venture out again, and the day after that, and the day after that. Mother is getting her cubs used to the outdoors, to the cold, and the blowing snow. The cubs wrestle. They play, their muscles get stronger. On the 7th day, Mother's instinct tells her it's time. She nudges the cubs away from the only place they have known. One cub whimpers, the other squalls. Where are they going? Home to the ice. Mother knows the way by heart. Along a trail she took with her own mother. Along a trail she took as a mother-to-be. Along a trail her cubs will take when they are grown, across frozen ponds and slippery ridges and gullies filled with powder-fresh snow. Grown bears can walk 50 miles a day, but not babies. Their tiny legs tire quickly. "Arr!" they cry. Mother stops and snuggles them in to nurse and nap, but soon they are walking again. Suddenly, Mother stops, sniffs, stands. 2 wolves are circling for an attack. Mother grunts for the cubs to keep close. The wolves inch nearer. "Arr!" cry the babies. They are too small to run, and Mother will never leave them. Hissing, she rises up to her full height, all 7 feet of her. She is huge, fierce. She growls. The wolves stop, look, lope away. But Mother takes no chances. She keeps the babies moving, following her nose, following her instincts for 40 miles, and still she has not eaten. On the 6th day of their journey, they come to the shore. Just like their mother, the cubs stop, sniff, stand. Their tiny nostrils fill with the scent of sea salt. It is the smell of the ice-covered Hudson Bay. It is the smell of home. The family heads out across the fractured ice, Mother striding, the cubs slipping. The little ones sense a change in their mother. Her nose picks up every scent on the breeze. Her feet feel every vibration in the ice. Her ears hear the faintest of sounds. The cubs have never seen her act like this before. What is she looking for? Food. It is time for Mother to break her long, long fast. The ice is the polar bear's hunting ground, and springtime on the ice is the best time to catch her favorite meal, a ringed seal. Stop, sniff. Yes, Mother has found a seal's breathing hole. She stills, stiffens, listens. Seals must take a breath every 30 minutes. Mother waits. So does the female cub. She copies her mother, crouching, waiting, getting her first lesson in hunting. Someday she will grow up to feed cubs of her own. Huff! Air puffs through the hole. Mother rises up, crashes down, smashes through snow and the ice-crested dome of the breathing hole. Her claws grasp at nothing. Only 1 in 10 hunts succeed. Mother's stomach rumbles. No meal today. But over the next days and weeks, Mother hunts hard while the cubs watch and learn. They sniff when she sniffs. They look where she looks. They lie down and wait patiently while she stalks prey. They taste the reward of rich seal blubber. By the start of June, the bear family has moved far out onto the ice. The cubs are growing fast, very fast, and Mother has gorged herself. She has regained much of her weight, but it is not enough. Soon the bay's ice will melt into open water. Mother must fatten up now if she and the cubs are to survive summer's lean months. Already there are meltwater pools on the surface of the ice, and the late spring sun feels warmer than Mother remembers. It has always been hard to live on the ice. Unpredictable weather has made it even harder. Too much ice is melting too soon, and too little ice means too little food. Mother moves the family to the edge of the ice in hopes of catching one last meal. Snap! The ice breaks off and is carried out, far out into open water. Mother stops, sniffs, stands. Nothing is familiar, not the smell of the air nor the feel of the ice. For the first time in her life, she does not know where she is. What has happened to the Arctic spring world she's always known? All she can see is water, all the way to the horizon. Mother's instinct tells her they must swim for shore. Adult bears can swim 60 miles nonstop, but not young cubs. Can they survive? They have no choice. Mother slips into the Arctic water. She calls to her cubs to follow. Under the golden glow of 24-hour daylight, they swim and swim. An hour passes. 2, 3. The cubs struggle to keep up. They struggle to hold their heads above water. They cry and grab at their mother. Hungry, tired, cold. How much farther? 4 hours. 5. Mother lifts her nose. Oh, there she is. Oh. She sniffs the air. She smells land, even if she cannot see it. She circles around the cubs, nudging to them to keep swimming. But the cubs are cold, so cold. A shelf of ice suddenly looms before them. They have to climb, but the cubs cannot. Mother is tired too. Still, she pushes first one dripping cub from the sea, and then the second. The cubs shiver on the ice. Mother presses them to her belly. They are too tired to nurse. They are too tired to cry. As Mother's heat radiates through them, they fall asleep. It is July, and lakes that were frozen just days before suddenly teem with birds from the south. Wildflowers speckle the tundra. Insects buzz and bite. It is hard for polar bears to survive without ice. Mother lives mostly on her fat stores. The babies live mostly on her milk. And still they grow. To conserve energy, they amble in the cool of early morning and late afternoon, rest at midday, sleep through the night. They are waiting for the return of the ice. They are waiting for home. But cubs will be cubs. They bite each other, cuff, roll around. They weigh almost 100 pounds now, but still act like babies. In September, the frost returns. Birds fly away. The days grow dark, and an early snow sweeps across the tundra. Mother knows it is time to meet the ice. They walk north along the coast in search of the early freeze. By mid-October, they are there. So are lots of other polar bears. Waiting, all waiting for solid ice to form and their home to return. Mother, like all the others, is eager to hunt. Slowly, skirts of ice form around boulders. A frozen skin appears across the black water, but it is taking so long, too long. Mother knows this in her genes. It is past time to return to the ice. Hunger gnaws at her. The layer of fat needed to sustain her cubs is disappearing. Summer has taken its toll. She desperately needs seal blubber. She desperately needs to eat. Finally, a deep cold rolls in. Ice crystals form on the bay's surface. Tendrils of ice bind and solidify the water. Mother tests its thickness. Crack! Not yet. She nibbles on kelp, impatient, hungry, until at last Hudson Bay in December is an unbroken white vista stretching to the horizon. Home. But the year-old cubs have never known the ice in winter. It is a time of slashing snow and whipping winds, of deep, deep cold and 24-hour darkness. Their first winter they will stay close to their mother, hunting more, nursing less, growing in size and strength. Spring will return, then summer, then fall, and then a second winter, and the cubs will separate, first from their mother, then from each other. Each bear will walk on, alone, beneath the Arctic sky, along familiar paths, at home on the ice. And there's a picture that shows a bear, and its nose, and its teeth, and its claws, and its paws, and its tail, fur, and ears, and tells about each of those things, and more things about the ice and the bears.